Okay, so I'm going to do a video on changing the, what do you call this thing? It's called the driver's side heat actuator or something or other, temperature door actuator, and it's on the driver's side. Now there's plenty of videos out there for changing the heat actuator, which I will make sure that I post so that you can see those videos, because this is not about changing the actuator. Like I said, there's plenty of videos for that. This is about the symptoms of the actuator, because all the videos on changing it talk about the symptoms being a clicking noise. Of course, my 2013 Chevy Impala did not have that problem. Mine simply blows out cold air on the driver's side. We have dual side temperature adjusters. This one being cranked up all the way to hot, blows nothing but cold air. Case in point, driving for 4 hours in one direction at 30-degree temperature, 40 degrees outside, this blows air-conditioned cold air. My feet were frozen after 8 hours of driving, so I decided I need to look into this because I can't take that. It's in the wintertime. So this is about detecting the problem. The difference between the videos that are out there and this one is detecting the problem. For the how-to videos comes with a clicking noise. They replace their actuators, which is this thing right here, and it stops the clicking noise. And this range is for 2005 or 2007 through 2013. Like I said, this is a 2013 Chevy Impala that is currently filthy, but after I get done with this, I'm going to clean this bad boy. But the difference for that is that my car just blows out cold air. It doesn't make a clicking noise. But I'm going to show you what it does do, and hopefully after I make the change, you will see the difference. This time I turn the engine off so you can hear the slight difference in the change of the blower. But when you're in your own car, you should be able to hear that there is an actual change, as if the motor's doing something for the working side. But on this side, no difference. So that's how you can tell there's something going on with the actuator. Like I said, you'll be able to hear it in your own car. So now we're going to go ahead and change it. Oh, there's one more thing. You may be wondering, why in the world would you do this? Well, the dealership told me to change this little $40 box out. Would cost me $652. The videos say it takes about 3-4 hours, so I'm about to embark into this. It probably is going to do all that. Been in a car before, and I know it takes a long time. But one of the other videos shows a gentleman actually fixing this box. I don't feel like doing that. But in taking it out, there's just a little motor in here that, you know, if you know anything about electronics, you can probably go to Radio Shack and get the stuff you need to fix it. The dealership told me that once you get this part and replace it, I bought this from the dealership. It was about $70, $65, ended up $70. They said you may have to have the system reset, and they could do it at their dealership for $100. Now I got to thinking, well, why? And I asked the guys at the auto shop part, then I got a couple other tools that I needed. I told them about needing to reset the system, all that. And they said, that may not be the case. And then looking at the gentleman's video who actually fixed the clicking noise on his existing actuator, I came to realize that this is just wires and a circuit board. There is no computer in this. You cannot hook this up to a computer and reset this. Sure, you can probably reset the overall car computer, but this doesn't have a computer on it. All it is wires and gears and a little engine on it. So needing to reset this, probably not the case. If your heater goes out, it's probably the wiring in this that no amount of computer resetting is going to fix. Okay? So hopefully when I do this, it will blow hot air, which tells me no, you do not need to have the system reset, because this is broke. The wiring in here is not acting correctly. Here we go. Be back with you later. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I finished the job. You can see the time on the clock there. I think you can see it. It says 4:18 or 4:48. So do the math on how long it took me. Because the hardest part was getting under this beast at 6'3". Trying to fit into this space was horrendous and not fun at all. However, I do have heat on the other side. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you exactly what I use to make this happen, because there are some little incidentals that if you don't have them, you're going to be stopping what you're doing. And if you only have one car, calling somebody to give you a ride to AutoZone or some other place, or Riley's, to get this tool. So here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what I use to get this job done. First of all, in order to get the panel off under the car or under the steering wheel, the steering column, you need this 7mm socket. In order to get the screws off of this unit itself, you're going to need a 5mm socket. It is very nice to have this if you have big old hands, to have this little bitty socket wrench. It also is helpful with more power for things that you can get to, is to have this socket screwdriver or socket driver. Another extension to go into your socket wrench that helps when trying to remove the bottom screw off of here. This will save your upholstery when you're trying to get the rivets, the upholstery rivets off. There's one right there. There's another one right there. Invest in this. This will save your upholstery, keep it looking nice. Also, screwdriver to help get the attachment off. This long screwdriver, in case you're, like I said, 6 foot anything, trying to fit into this small space, that'll help a little bit. This magnet to pick up screws when they fall in places you can't get them. And finally, something that may not be mentioned in any other video is pliers, because I don't know if you caught in the other video, the gentleman said he had to turn the engine on and off to get the part that fits in here to stick, otherwise it'll just spin. Well, when you buy your piece brand new, you see how this is aligned, save yourself some on-off time with the engine, get a set of pliers and adjust that white piece so that when you stick this onto the side of the steering column or whatever you want to call it, this will fit right in there. Just have some pliers, it makes it much easier. Instead of get up, get down, just make that adjustment. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, when you're trying to light that car, don't use this darn heat lamp. Use something that's a little less hot, nice and cool, because you may melt the side of your door panel. Other than that, hope this helps. Leave your comments down below and talk to you soon.